Okay, so I've created a mate connector on the bolt that goes through the bracket, and now we're going to attach our wheel to it. And I want the wheel to spin freely. So I'm going to use a mate that allows that motion like the Resolute mate. I'll enable it from the assembly toolbar. So right here is Resolute. And I'm going to, in the blue input field here, it says Mate Connectors. I'm going to select the two connectors, the one on the wheel and the one on the bracket. Now, those connectors are these guys right here, that one. And then in the middle of the wheel is the other one. And sometimes these are a little hard to get. See, that one's not right in the middle of the wheel. I just let it sit. There we go. Oh, shucks. There it is. Now I can click it. And, no, I didn't get it. That first one's still giving me a little bit of a fit. So I'm going to actually X that one off. And I'll get this wheel moved off to the side. And I'll try again with this. Nope. Let's try one more time. I'm going to spin this in a different direction. And I'll start my Revolute mate. And I got that one right there. I think I got it that time. Now let's see if I can get the center of this thing nice. There it is. Okay, that time I did get it. Yay me. All right, so I'm going to green check mark this now. And let's get back to isometric. So that's a little bit hard to choose sometimes. And sometimes you just got to play with it and spin it around a little bit till you get to the correct mate connectors. So I'm going to switch to the right-hand view now, and you're going to see that the wheel is centered right in the middle of the two faces of the bracket. So that is exactly what I want. Now, let's see. Can I animate this? Let's go with that and see what it does. Nope, nothing yet. Okay. What I do want now, there's a change, is I want the wheel to rotate and I want it to translate back and forth on the pin. So the way that I can do that, oh, I got to get the right thing open here. All right, so what I've got is I've got my mate rotating. That's the one I wanted. That's the Revolute mate that I wanted. I had green check marked it. I made a mistake there. But you can see now when I do the animation that it goes back and forth. But I do have to make a change to this, and that is that I have to have the wheel go back and forth. I have to have it rotate, and we also have to have the wheel go from left to right within the walls of the bracket. So I'm going to change to a slider mate. And now when I do the slider mate, whoops, I'll hit the green check mark. Well, it's moving back and forth, but it's not rotating. So it's still not the correct mate. What I'm going to use here is the Cylindrical Mate, and I'll animate that one. All right, now it's rotating, but it's still going outside of the bracket. So that's actually pretty easy to fix. And that is because we're going to use this thing down here called limits. And I've already done this. I measured the distance between these two surfaces and on the opposite side, so I know what that number is. So I want my minimum to be -5 millimeters and a maximum of 5 millimeters also. And let's do the animation here. And it goes back and forth perfectly. So let's look at this isometrically now. And I'll animate this. And we can see it going back and forth to left and right, and also stopping. Now, so that's how you use some of the different mates to do parameters that you might have to have, like rotation or translation back and forth. Now, what I got a phone call. I don't know what else to say, but I got to change this. I'm going to change this actually because I don't want any degrees of freedom right now. I'm going to change this to fastened, and I'm going to green check mark this. So now nothing rotates, nothing moves back and forth. It's all fastened to the way that I want it to be. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use connectors to put the bolts through the 4 holes on the corners of this bracket.